Welcome to sports. I'm Kayvon Uzami, and what a week we have coming up in the sports world. We've got week 4 of high school football on Friday, so another fabulous Football Friday show at 11. Can't wait for that. We've got a huge Saturday of college football, including the backyard brawl as Pitt is traveling to West Virginia for one of the biggest rivals in all of college football. Cannot wait from that. We will be live at West Virginia for that game. And then, of course, Sunday is week 2 of the NFL, and then lots of other sports in between that. So it's going to be a really exciting week in the sports world. But as always, we have to start with our athlete of the week, and that goes to Marquel Lowe. Marquel Lowe plays for Princeton, and this guy was tremendous, and that is not even giving him fully justice on how amazing he was on Friday night against Oak Hill. We said last week, Oak Hill at Princeton was our game of the week, and it turned out to be a phenomenal game. Princeton, 118 points in 3 games. So, it's only fitting that our Athlete of the Week, sponsored by Sheetz Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, is Marquel Lowe, who went for 145 yards rushing and 3 total touchdowns, including a 70-yard touchdown catch 1 minute into the game. You want to talk about starting off the game with a bang? Marquel Lowe did it, and I got the chance to drive to Princeton and talk with him about this honor and this Princeton team. Take a listen. Marquel, you had a phenomenal game Friday night against Oak Hill, man. A team that has been very good defensively early on this season. They held Independence to 26 points a couple weeks ago. You went off for 145 rushing. You had 3 total touchdowns, including a 70-yard touchdown to begin the game on a screen pass, which is like a minute into the game. How'd you do all that, man?
Honestly, it's a lot of hard work and training. And on that first play, I give props to the lineman blocking to make an open seam for me to score. So, yeah.
Yeah, that was incredible. You made a nice little jump cut, and then you just took off. As one of the veterans on this team, Princeton looks phenomenal early on. You guys have scored, I think, 118 points in 3 games. What's so special about this team?
I'm going to say it again. It's a lot of hard work, trying to prove a lot of teams wrong because, some games, don't really believe in us and they think, it's going to be a close game. We always have something to prove when we step on the field. So we just step on the field and just show our best to people and just prove them wrong.
And you guys are definitely doing that. And last one here, you have a new head coach in Keith Taylor, his first year. It looks like he's really been a big part of this success. He really has y'all's ears. What has he done for you individually and for this team?
Me individually, he's always, always pushing me to be the best. Me and him talk a lot. And, the team, he strives the team to be great. And, we go lots of ups and downs. And throughout that, he just pushes to do our best, always has greatness and all that. So, yeah.
That was Marquel Lowe of Princeton. Once again, our Athlete of the Week, sponsored by Sheetz Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Congrats to Marquel Lowe, and congrats to Princeton on a phenomenal early start to the year. Now, why was Marquel Lowe the Athlete of the Week? Well, we just gave you the stats. Now let's do a little breakdown on what he did in that game that made him so special and that helped him and his team knock off Oak Hill. Let's go out to the film. All right, we stop things here a little bit further here, and right here we stop it. Okay, look at this. You can't see Marquel right now. He's right behind his lineman. You see 3 to 4 Oak Hill defenders coming at him, and watch the jump cut. And I asked him that right there. Look at that jump cut. He completely lost the defender. He takes off from here, and you'll see him keep going. And then look, stop it right here. He has completely passed all Oak Hill defenders at this point, and now it's just time to turn on the Jets, and that's exactly what he does. As you'll see it, he tight ropes the sideline completely, and he burns everybody to get into the end zone. What a play. 1 minute. Stop it right here now. This is incredible. Marquel doesn't even get the ball on this play. Marquel is standing right back next to the quarterback in the backfield. He is going to fake the handoff. He's not even going to get the ball. As you play it right here. Now stop it. Look, All the defenders went to the left because they thought Marquel was going to get the ball. It brought all the defenders to the left and gave their quarterback, Chance Barker, as you play it right here, a wide open pass for a touchdown. That is why Marquel Lowe was our Athlete Player of the Week, and that was only 2 plays of his incredible 145-yard rushing and 3 total touchdowns. Now, as we do every week, our Week 4 Power Ratings of the Week. This is WOAY's Power Rankings, and this is only for the teams in our viewing area. We start out Class AAA, Princeton, the team we just talked about, at 3-0 and 118 points in 3 games. They are smoking competition with under new head coach Keith Taylor. They look amazing. Number 2 right here, Oak Hill. Oak Hill went to Princeton last week after knocking off Independence, who's the defending state champions. They looked incredible, and they actually played Princeton really well compared to anybody else this season. Head coach of Princeton, Keith Taylor, said he was shocked how good Oak Hill's defense was, and it worked them all night long. Oak Hill still is our number 2, and Woodrow Wilson is our number 3. Yes, they got their first loss on the season. They are 2-1, but they're still a very powerful football team, and offensively, they can fly. And that's why they are number 3 for Class AAA. What about Class AA, Independence? I know, they lost a couple weeks ago to Oak Hill, and we haven't seen them since, but guess what? They're still the defending champs. They still have guys like Trey Bowers and wide receiver Silas Nelson. They are so powerful offensively. They're back in action against Shady Spring this week, which is our game of the week. Shady Spring started out 0-1, and they've won 2 really impressive games since then, including over Summers County in a 31-28 battle all night long where they came out on top. They've got a quarterback in Brady Green who I love, and then number 3, Bluefield. Bluefield is 1-2. They started out slow. They had to play teams like Princeton, who, as we talked, is really good, but they got their first win last week against Greenbrier East, and we really like their team, especially their defense, and I think they're going to get things going. Now, as we go to our Class Single A rankings, James Monroe, number 1. They are 2-0, and they are one of the best offensive teams in the league. They just put up points and points and points, and nobody has been able to stop them. Greenbrier West, they're good offensively, but they're really good defensively. They are the best defensive team in the whole Coalfield Conference, and I can guarantee that. They don't allow any points, it feels like. And at most, they allow 7 points a game, and they do it as a collective group offensively, which is what I love. It's not just one guy. It's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys getting the ball at a time, and they go out and they clamp it down on defense, and they put up big rushing yards on offense. Greenbrier West is number 2, and Midland Trail is number 3. This team has a chance to go way up to number 1. They are so fun. They are really good, and they beat their rival Meadow Bridge last week. They are led by quarterback Jaden Gladwell, running back Jaden Roop, and wide receiver Preston Compton. They have a trio of players offensively. They've got numerous players defensively. Midland Trail has a big matchup this week as they go to Wheeling Central for a game that James Monroe played in week 1, and they won by 7 points. Now they've got to go and play them this week. Can't wait to see what happens there. That does it for sports. We'll be back with more right after this.